neck pain and inflammation, and this is essential tips for executive mums. Now, if you're one of those moms who are working in the executive world, your daily juggle between your exec role and your little ones at home or your household duties can take a toll on your health and specifically on your neck or cervical spine, leading to pain and inflammation in your neck. Now, when this happens, why does it happen firstly, and how long does it take to resolve this inflammation and pain in the neck, and what are some of the simple tips that you can follow to relieve this neck pain and inflammation? So let's discuss all this in the video today. Now, before we get into this topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and nerve and joint pain. I do all of this without taking away much of your time because we are moms, we're busy people. I give you simple and easy strategies, exercises, some lifestyle modifications that you can implement into your existing daily routine. So let's talk about 4 easy ways to relieve your neck pain and inflammation. And this is this is applicable to anybody who's got neck pain and inflammation. However, this is more so for mums who are working in executive roles, especially mums of younger kids. All right. So, why does it happen? Why does the neck pain and inflammation actually start? So it could be something as simple as an overuse injury if you've been hunched over your laptop or over your desk, with those deadlines coming up and those long meetings, or if you've been traveling for work, you've been sitting in uncomfortable or poor postures. That could be a starting point for your neck pain and inflammation. Or you could have had an injury. It could be as simple as bending down to pick up your little one and getting that sudden catch in the neck. Many of us have experienced that. Well, I have. It can be very painful. Or it could be that you have an underlying pathology or a problem in the neck, such as, say, a disc bulge or stenosis, or just simply simple things like spinal degeneration. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but simple yet difficult to manage spinal degeneration, arthritis, etc. So basically, diseases that can, or underlying pathologies that can directly lead to inflammation in the neck. So if you don't understand any of that, that's okay. Just remember that there can be a wide variety of causes for neck pain and inflammation, ranging from simple to more complicated. Now, just looking at my notes here. So, okay, the next question is, how long does it take for your neck pain and inflammation to subside? Now, this is a very difficult question to answer because it can vary from person to person. It can even vary from episode to episode within the same person, for the same person. So if it depends on what started your neck pain and inflammation. It depends on how long you've had it. So basically the chronicity, or how chronicity of the neck pain, that is how long have you had it. Say you've had neck pain for years, obviously it's going to take time to resolve, right? And if you've had an acute neck pain which is just started, there's just a start of inflammation, then of course if you follow these tips and of course what your doctor has advised you, it'll be easier, and earlier the recovery will be. Now, let me just quickly address what exactly do I mean by inflammation, because this is a term that's quite loosely thrown around. But if you look at the basic meaning of inflammation, there are 5 signs of inflammation. One is redness, one is pain, swelling, loss of function, and of course heat. That is, if you touch the area it feels hot. Now these 5 signs of inflammation, they call the cardinal signs of inflammation, are more for acute inflammation. So suppose you've fallen down, you've scratched, say you've got kids, right? So when your kid falls over and they scratch or scrape their knee, it is red, it is swollen. When you touch it, the temperature is slightly higher than the rest of the area. And of course there's loss of function, as in you don't want to move the area so much because movement might cause pain, and of course there's pain as well. So when all that happens, Okay, there's just somebody at my door. Sorry, got distracted. So, when all that happens, these are the signs of inflammation. But in chronic inflammation, you might just have the pain, swelling, and movement leading to more pain. So, that is what I mean by inflammation. Now, now let's look into the four simple tips that I was talking about for relieving your neck pain or inflammation. So, the very first and the simplest is to take breaks. I call them postural breaks, but to take breaks every half an hour to 1 hour when you are at work. Now, if you are one of those, especially who sit down and look at your screen, or at work, you're sitting at your desk for long durations, it is advisable to get up and move. When you get up and move around, basically your cervical spine or your neck, if it is in this position for a long time, it helps to de-stress the cervical spine. A little bit of movement when you're sitting at your desk can also help to de-stress your cervical spine. For example, simple movements like looking from left to right, tilting your head from side to side, or just looking up and down, or just rolling your shoulders clockwise and anti-clockwise can be simple movements that help to de-stress your neck, your cervical spine, and shoulder area. So when you do that, these are called desk-based exercises. Obviously, it'll help to not let that pain build up around your neck area. Now, if you're looking for more desk-based exercises, I've done a full video, which doesn't take you a long time. It just takes you under 2 to 3 minutes to go through the desk-based exercises, starting from your hairline, that is the upper cervical spine here, down to your toes. So I have put together that video guide for you. If you want to access that, have a look at the blog that I have written on the same topic. I will leave a link in the description of this video for that blog. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link will be in my bio. Feel free to message me and I'll send that video guide or the blog to you. Now, the second thing is that I wanted to talk about. One is taking breaks and doing exercises or some simple neck stretches during that time. Second thing is a cold pack. Yes, something as simple as a cold pack can help you with neck pain and inflammation. Now, what happens when you apply cold to an area? When you apply a cold pack, the blood vessels will shrink. So blood vessels are like rubber pipes, right? So when you apply cold to a rubber pipe, they shrink. So when they shrink, there is less blood flowing into the area. So if there's a swelling, there's inflammation in the area, it helps to um, sorry, my connection has okay, yeah, some tech issues here. So anyway, I'll continue. So the cold pack will help to ease the inflammation. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is stress management. I know that's not something that probably you're not expecting that, but whenever you're stressed, usually if you look at somebody who's stressed or angry, this is the position they are in. Do you realize how scrunched up or hunched up my shoulders are here, and they're slightly rounded as well? This is obviously a position in which you tend to aggravate your existing neck pain, or you can get neck and shoulder pain. So something as simple as just breathing techniques, essential oils, meditation. I'm not going to go into the depth of that because that's not really my expertise here, but something as simple as those stress relief modalities can help you. Uh, Stress is definitely related to neck pain. I have written another blog on that. I will leave a link in that other blog that I just told you about. So one was your rest or breaks and desk-based exercises. One is your cold pack. The other is stress management. And the other thing is your ergonomics. Ergonomics basically is, let's put it in simple words. It's basically the position of your neck. Now, if you are looking at a screen, you're using a laptop, which most of us are, whether at home or at work, try and keep the top of your monitor screen. If this is my horizontal gaze, try and keep it 5 to 10 degrees below the horizontal gaze. So if I was to keep this pen in front of me, and I keep this down by, this is my horizontal gaze from my eyes, and I take it down by 5 to 10 degrees. Do you see how my chin nods there? So this little chin nod of 5 to 10 degrees puts your cervical spine in a neutral position. It's the happy position for the cervical spine. So try putting the top of your screen or your monitor that you're using 5 to 10 degrees below your horizontal gaze. This chin nod or postural correction will help to de-stress your cervical spine. I mean, this is not a license to sit for hours at 10. You still need to do those breaks and the stretches that we spoke about initially, but this is something that can help you out. Alrighty, if you have any questions, any comments on the video today, do let me know and I'll address them for you. And again, have a look at that blog that I mentioned, the one that I'll be leaving the link in the description of this video. It has another free guide that I'll pop in there, which is what is the cause of your neck pain. So there are many causes, as I had said. If you're confused, have a look at that guide and it'll give you like a breakdown of these are your symptoms, this is possibly the reason why you're having neck pain. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time.